Welcome to the Agent Goldmine, the only podcast in the world specifically for real estate agents who are stuck at 5 transactions a year to help them get to 20 plus. Your hosts, Ali Garced and Shelby Johnson, two eXp icon agents, each do over 40 transactions a year and interview others who are crushing it. In this podcast, you'll receive the knowledge to help you scale your business using systems and processes with our interviews and monologues twice a week. If you want to be a part of our community, reach out. Welcome to the show. eXp created revenue share and then it recreated revenue share with like Rev Share 2.0 because it completely changed the name of the game. Now, I don't want to call it 3.0, but there's pretty much a third iteration to this. And I want to explain this. This is hot off the press with eXp just making some changes, with a huge caveat that this is not the final version. There may be some changes, but the overall concept of this episode is going to remain the same. So if you have any questions, reach out to us, Ali the Agent on Instagram, The Shelby Show on Instagram. We answer all messages. Okay, so I want to talk about co-sponsorship. This is something that eXp has never had before, and they are rolling out, and it is different from co-sponsorships at any other brokerage, being that it's more financially beneficial to agents within eXp compared to agents at other brokerages. No hate, just numbers. So they're rolling something out. Up until now, you have not been able to work with another eXp agent to sponsor someone in to eXp together. And that's changing. Now, eXp agents are allowed to co-sponsor one person with some specific caveats. So again, the details of this may switch, but I wanted to send this out there with priorities. So that's why we're putting this out there. The overall gist of it is one person will get the FLQA and therefore the revenue share. With co-sponsorship, you are not allowed to co-sponsor with someone in your upline or downline. So that's a rule. And I think that's a benefit because now that's going to continue the collaboration between eXp agents. It's almost like the eXp organizations can now combine forces where it's a win-win-win. Win for the sponsoring agent, win for the co-sponsoring agent, and a major win for the sponsee, who now gets the best of both worlds, where they didn't necessarily have access to that beforehand. So as an example, if I sponsor someone in, there's going to be a main sponsor. If I'm a main sponsor of someone with another agent at eXp, that other agent is the co-sponsor. As of right now, from my understanding, I, as the main sponsor, would get the FLQA, meaning it unlocks more levels for me to get revenue share. One example of how this can help all 3 agents. So for example, for those that are most interested in revenue share, you could still be the main sponsor. For those that are not as interested in revenue share, because not a lot of people are interested in revenue share, I think like only 11% or something like that of eXp agents even recruit. If you have like a formal team or just like a really, really good community support where you give resources to the agents that are in your community, that is a way to combine forces. So a way that I'm looking at this is, what do other people offer that I don't offer? What do I offer that other people don't? So as you're thinking about, since we cannot partner with people within our upline or downline to co-sponsor, which I thought that would have been awesome, but we can't. At that point, let's start looking at other people within eXp. If you are mainly big on cold calling and that's like what you teach, maybe partner with someone that focuses on something digital, Google ads, YouTube, Facebook ad, so this is a great way for the sponsee to not only be limited to what their upline offers, but get access to pretty much 2 uplines. And I think over time, as co-sponsorship increases, it's going to like intermix all of eXp together. And it's going to be like even more so collaborative than it is now. I do like the fact that eXp right now, you have to join the right group to get the right access. I really, really like that. It puts it's almost like a buyer beware, like agent beware. Before you join, do your research, Is this a group that you're going to enjoy? Oh, go ahead.
It's crazy that it's kind of hard before you get into the agent world to really understand the full impact of that, where it is similar to clients who are like, well, my sister's a real estate agent and she does it part-time and she's got her license 5 years ago and sold 2 houses. I can just use her. And understanding that like that might not be the best choice, and that the same thing translates over to the agent world. And I don't think that people joining necessarily understand how incredibly impactful it is to your connections, to your growth, to your education, to your community, to your entire experience as an agent, both like personally, but also professionally. It is insanely impactful. It is absolutely crazy that decision that you can't change after the fact unless you want to literally leave eXp for 6 months in one day and come back, which we've had people do when they realize they're like, oh, I made the wrong choice, and that's fine. I'm going to leave for 6 months and come back. All to say, I do agree. I think this is also really cool for people who have done a lot of research and they are like, I really love and want to be a part of this, but I so wish that I could have this piece of knowledge, like you said, that expert cold caller or that expert SEO specialist or that whatever. So it allows you to have your cake and eat it too as an agent. And I think that's really cool. And this is my first time hearing this because Allie has the whole freaking scoop. So I'm like over here like taking notes, like main sponsor, co-sponsor, what are we doing? Cool. I like it.
If you're looking to change brokerages this year so you can increase your business and you want to join us at eXp Realty and would like either myself, Ali Garced, or Shelby Johnson to personally sponsor you in, so that way you have access to 2 icon agents, text the word JOIN to either my number, 914-318-4918,
or Shelby's number, 859-267-3849.
If I sponsor you and you have access to the both of us and everything that's 5 Pillars Nation, we have the checklist, the systems, the processes to help you scale your business. And don't take our word for it. We've had agents switch brokerages to join us that were stuck making $300,000 GCI, and they join us so they can scale. So text the word JOIN to those numbers and we'll take the next steps. Yeah, it's a really good way to increase transactions too. Like looking at it from eXp's point of view, if somebody joins a group that just focuses on YouTube, but that agent ends up like really wanting to and being good at cold calling, but they don't have that support, and they don't want to pay for coaching outside of eXp, then why not combine forces? But of course, you have to make the decision up front. Like when you join, you are naming a sponsor, a main sponsor, and a co-sponsor. And so I wanted to bring this back to the beginning where I said there's one other brokerage that I know of that does something similar, but this one is different. In Real Brokerage, they have a co-sponsorship ability. Maybe other brokerages do too. I'm not sure. At Real, they have a co-sponsorship ability, but the biggest difference is I don't want to be rude. Well, okay, it's watered down as far as financially. When at Real, when you co-sponsor someone, each co-sponsor gets 45%. So 45%, 45%, and that leaves 10%, which goes directly to Real, just because. So that isn't happening with eXp. So the agents are still getting the same amount that they would. It's just a mix and match of what can you offer them, what can I offer them, who's going to be the main sponsor. So as you hear this, think about who you may want to start reaching out to within eXp who offers something that you don't. And so that way your agents, future agents, not current, future agents that are going to sponsor in can benefit. If you have any questions, I know I didn't go into like very, very specific because it's not out just yet.
This is a read ahead.
This is a read ahead, sneak peek. So reach out to me, Allie the agent, the Shelby Show on Instagram. We can have a further conversation about it too.
Be a bro and share this show. Boom.